Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? I believe you guys are cool to see a boy Ogbule Godwin, aka Niger Trucker. I greet you wherever you're watching me, and happy Easter to you all. So something came up, and I decided to make a video and clear the air against the stereotype that people have been peddling for years against truck drivers and Dangote drivers in general. So I was in a bus yesterday. Somebody told us that if Dangote driver killed in an accident, that he or she gets promotions. Does that make sense to you? That Dangote is a rich man, that he used blood in making money. Anybody that has such mentality in this 21st century shouldn't be associated with. Anybody that thinks that Dangote's money is associated with spiritual needs mental checkup. That person should be at the psychiatric hospital, not where people are going with. Because these same people are the same people who is causing havoc on the highway. When anything happens on the highway, they are the one to mob the driver. If as an accident happens, an accident that could save life, where people could still save life, maybe it's a fatal accident, and there are some life that need to be saved at that moment. Maybe if they rush them to hospital, their life could be saved. But these people will mob the drivers involved in that accident. Now, the people who are still breathing that need to be taken to hospital, nobody will take them. They will stay there while mobbing the driver, and the people will still die off there. So it is something that needs everybody's concern, because anybody that has this mentality are the people causing all this jungle justice we are seeing on the highway. If not, no Dangote driver, as we all as they all teach us in this company. No Dangote driver that will be involved in an accident and will leave the victim there and run away. We are not taught that way. We were not taught that way. We were taught that if you are involved in an accident, the first thing you should do is to off your engine, come down from the vehicle, check the victim, take them to hospital. If they need first aid, you should apply first aid to them before taking them to the nearest hospital for medical attention. That is what we were taught in this Dangote before giving us appointment letters. That is the series of tests we go before we got our appointment letters. Nobody in this company got promotion because he killed on the highway. Nobody. In this company, if you are involved in preventable accident, that is 3 times in a year, they are going to give you automatic termination. The first one is warning. The second one, you are going to get queried and they will suspend you for some months. The third one is automatic what? Termination. They will terminate your contract forever and you will never work with them again. Even if you are from Cameroon, because Dangote companies around the world is one. Anywhere you go and you apply your biometrics, it is going to show them that you have worked with them. So they are going to ask you to go back to where you worked before and bring clearance paper. And knowing that the place you worked before you messed up and they sacked you, cannot go back there to ask them for clearance paper, because if you ask them for clearance paper, they are also going to notify the company you are going that you caused accident, that you are not a good driver. So they are not going to take you in any company, in any Dangote company and some standard company that requests clearance from drivers, clearance from your previous workplace. So every Dangote driver you see is very experienced, and we all have certificates every year, unless there's maybe some of us that doesn't want to go. Every year we go for recertification. That is, we go back to what we have been taught to make sure that what we were taught before getting the work is still intact in your brain. So you go back again, do tests, do your oral test again, and continue your job. That is what we do every year. So I don't know how somebody with a good, reasonable thinking will think that you going on the highway involving an accident is because you want promotion. It doesn't make sense. And somebody with such mentality is not a human being. So tell me why you would be involved in an accident and maybe the victim is still breathing. You come down to take the victim to hospital. They will say that you are going to kill the victim. They will mob you there. They will kill you. Now, if this thing happens once, twice, or three times, tell me why the driver wouldn't run away. If I have seen that they killed my fellow driver in an accident before, why should I stand when something of that nature happens? I will run away. So that is why you see drivers running away. Some may think that they disappeared and something of that nature. And that is what has been happening over these years, where um, somebody will accident will happen and you will not see the driver. And sometimes the victim is still breathing. They need to be taken to hospital. Nobody to drive the truck because the driver has taken the key and run away. So nobody to take them to the nearest hospital, and the person will die there. So it is something that we are supposed to put in our brain that nobody has the intention of killing. Everybody is just hustling on that road to see food on their table. That is the only focus. If accident happens, we all should think how to get it curbed. How the next thing to do not to mob the driver because the driver has the intention of killing so that he will get promotion. It doesn't make sense. Nobody has the intention of killing, and Dangote is not a ritual man. Dangote's money is not a ritual. So I don't know how somebody in this 21st century will think that his driver kills so that Dangote's money will go more and the driver will get promoted. It's not Dangote company. And Dangote, as I have already told people, is the best driver in Nigeria. If I tell people, they don't agree with this. But because they always see Dangote drivers involving an accident, they say, okay, have you seen what I'm saying? That I was telling this guy the other day that it is always Dangote's driver. No, Dangote's trucks in this country is much. So there is chances that in every 10 accidents, Dangote's truck must be among that 10. So it is just normal because there is too much truck, Dangote's truck. Dangote has the highest truck in this country. So there is chances that in every 10 accidents, Dangote's one truck must be involved. And it is simple because in every 10 trucks that pass this road, in every road, Dangote's truck must be among the trucks passing that road. So why do you think it is always Dangote? It is always Dangote. It is just simple calculation, and we should all stop all those stereotypes. Stop killing drivers. Nobody has the intention of causing accident on the highway. Nobody has that intention. We are all out there hustling for food, nothing else, nothing else. So if we should do this, you will see that if accident happens, the driver will come down, as we were taught, he will come down and take the victim to the nearest hospital. And Dangote is going to pay for every bill. And the person will be alive, everybody will be alive. So why do you think somebody is out there to kill any other person so that he can get promoted? It doesn't make sense. So we should all stop this. Thanks for watching this video. Share it so that a lot of people will get this because this thing has been happening for years where the mob drivers and the victim of an accident die at the spot. It doesn't make sense. Thanks and remember blessed. Bye bye.